guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12. We got some My Player mode with Timmy Timmons coming at you here. It's a 2-12 Mets. Yep, 2-12. Not the best at all. We're trying to get a win here as we're going up against the Chicago Cubs in this one. We'll see how we do, but you guys know I like Q&A every once in a while, and I think on my next Chris Rose video, I'm going to ask for questions for you guys here. Just on Twitter or Facebook or something like that. I always appreciate those type of questions and things like that, but I may even do a theme on the next one. But anyway, one of the questions that I get a lot is, Dunbar, I know you love video games. What video games would you like to see made that haven't been made? I'm kind of a sucker for sequels to things. So one of the games that I used to love growing up, and I don't think too many of you have played it, but it was called Homeworld. All right, so I remember what I used to do at home when I was growing up is every Sunday I'd go to the paper and I would read the Best Buy ad. And I'd just be like, I want this, I want this, I want this. But I remember I saw Homeworld. I'm like, oh, what is this? And I did a little research on the interwebs, and I started reading about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this game sounds awesome. So I saved up, I bought it, and I just fell in love with the game. I mean, for the time, the graphics were phenomenal. You had a lot of polygons for the ships. I mean, you had more detail. Just rendered very, very well. So I love the game. I love the story too. And I got really good at it. And then Homeworld 2 comes out, same thing. You know, it looks a little bit better, decent story, just a fun type of gameplay here in the real-time strategy universe. So one game I would like to see is Homeworld 3. I think that would just be phenomenal. You have the same type of premise, same type of strategy and gameplay, but everything just updated to look better. My gosh, I'd be on that in a heartbeat. Another type of franchise, I guess, that I grew up with is Superpower. Some of you may have heard that one. That was a game I think was even less known than Homeworld. I like geopolitical simulators. What that is like you're in control of a country, and you can do whatever you want. Like Supreme Ruler 2020 or Supreme Ruler Cold War. I love to play those games and take over the world. But Superpower was just phenomenal because there was so much that you had to do, and it was just, you had to be so involved with everything. It's not like you could just end your turn, end your turn, end your turn, boom. You could just do that for 5 hours and not take part in anything at all. So I liked it. And then they came out with Superpower 2. That was pretty sweet as well. It actually built a lot off of the first one, because with the first one it got really ridiculous because you could make your own units. And really by making your own units, it would be like, I'm going to build this artillery piece and I'm going to give it whatever ratings that I want. And so I'd have maximum range and, you know, above average damage. And I just build a whole bunch of those so that, you know, from the other side of the map, everybody was just getting destroyed. And then I'd build anti-air units. And it got crazy. But I got so good with that game. Seems like with geopolitical simulators I do really, really well, because one of the things that frustrates me with Supreme Ruler 2020 or even with Cold War is you can't ever really play as a democratic nation, because if you got a democracy you can get voted out of office pretty quickly, and I do some pretty crazy stuff to try and get my nation up. It seems to work pretty well here. Make it to third. Oh, I'm going home. Why are you sitting there, Timmy? My gosh, and I'm out because he decided to hang out at third for a little bit. I should have been safe. I'm mad about that. But, yeah, so like in Supreme Ruler 2020, I play as Kuwait, and I take over all of Africa as Kuwait, just going a country at a time. And then it usually gets pretty crazy after that because the whole world's mad at me for having taken over Africa, and I start taking over the Middle East. But anyway, I like those type of games. I think it'd be cool if they came out with a newer type of geopolitical game here that's a lot better than Supreme Ruler Cold War. I mean, the units aren't that great. The thing is it's such a complex type of game. I mean, in one of the videos I did earlier, I can't remember if it was Chris Rose. Nope, I think it was Teddy Crocker. Or Teddy Crocker actually might come later. But anyway, in the Teddy Crocker video, I talk about how I want to get into app development, or I'm thinking about getting into app development again for phones and stuff. And so one of the systems I had gone into trying to think of doing was like a geopolitical simulator for a phone, but the amount of code needed is so complex because so many variables take place that are going to affect the world and your country and stuff like that. So I have a lot of respect for anybody who makes those types of games. So that was kind of a really, really long answer to a very basic question on what games I'd like to see. Gosh, a Homeworld 3 and another geopolitical simulator. And some kind of baseball game for Xbox next year. I still haven't seen anything either way, but then, again, I haven't really looked for some time to see if there is going to be an MLB 2K13 or what's going to happen next year for the Xbox. It's just going to be weird to think that there is a chance there will not be a baseball game next year. So I'll have to get a PlayStation 3 to be able to provide new video for you guys. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, getting to the game here, you can see the game is tied at 4. So we're actually scoring some runs now. First time in, gosh, a long time it feels like we'd scored some runs. Now we've given up some as well. We're in the 7th inning here, so we've got a couple innings left to be able to get some runs here. Hopefully be able to get the lead here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be moving anywhere off of first. I have gotten to the point now with Timmy Timmons where I'm a lot more comfortable being able to steal a base, but in this situation, I don't think stealing is going to be the wisest choice since I got somebody on second, so I really can't steal. But I'm going to be going here because full count with 2 outs, strikeout, big surprise. So another fielding situation for me here. Got to be a little bit impressed here that it's been spaced out a little bit more than what it usually is. I mean, every once in a while I'll get a game where I've got like 3 or 4 fielding situations in a row, and then I'll finally get a chance to be able to hit. But anyway, all right, so here we are in the 9th inning. So top of the 9th here. This is huge. I got to make sure that I catch this so that way I don't have a runner on base. Ah, man, the runner is on base. A lot of times when I see something like this, too, with no outs, usually means the computer's going to be able to come home, get a run, and we're going to be looking at a 5-4 game. Not the case here, though. We got a runner on first. 1 out. I'm finally batting over 200 here. I've had a 2-for-4 game so far, which has been the best that I've had for some time. So I don't know if this cold streak is finally starting to wear off, but this one goes up the middle. Oh. Well, he hesitated. What? Hey, I'll take that. Now, apparently the computer was excited for me to steal a base here, too. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I'm going to get a big lead. I'm going to watch the pitcher, see if he tries to throw it back my way. He does. I'm safe. So I'm still in a position to help my team out. I got to make sure I don't get picked off, because if I do, then this inning was all for nothing. But going over to second, I got a pretty decent jump here. Not able to throw me out, though, a little bit closer than what I would have liked. But I've got the speed up a little bit. I've been able to get better jumps, too, whenever the pitcher's throwing it. Now, with this situation, I can't head over to third as much as I would like to, because we've got Duda up at the plate. And obviously, because he's a lefty, if you have a right-hander up, it's a lot easier to steal third. It's really the only time that I do it. But a high fly ball. This one's going to go deep. Looks like it's going to be in the gap. I'm rounding third. And that's a home run. So a walk-off home run there for Lucas Duda. And you know what? That's the first home run I think I've ever come home on in MLB 2K anything. So I'll take it. We'll go 2 for 5 here in this game since that last at-bat ended up being a fielder's choice. It doesn't count as a hit, but heck, I'll still take it. I appreciate you guys watching this. You guys know I'm always appreciative every time you guys watch a video. More to come, of course, here on the channel. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. You guys can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, but really, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good one.